Do you think you know this world you're in? What does it feel like to be a king?
Yeah, the first episode doesn't waste any time throwing you back into the action.
I'm glad you said that.
How tough was it getting back into the swing of things with Elliot from sort of scene one?
Well, it had been a couple of years, you know, so there were some creaky joints, but apart from that, no.
What did you just come off? Can you remember?
Mr. Malcolm's List. It's just done that in Dublin.
Were you working out for that? Training?
No, not quite. I mean, like period costumes, all of that keeps you in. You don't have
We
to
build in a kind of part of the rehearsal is building in a sort of fitness regime to put you into.
I'm a bit like Ricky Hatton. I lose it, and then I've got to get it back before we start shooting.
To feel powerless.
You know, I love my wife, and I think she loves me most of the time, but I'm not sure whether we could work together. But how do you find working together?
It's a long story, basically. We came from the same background. We met back in Albania 27 years ago. We finished the same school. We finished drama and film school back in Tirana. So our journey have been always together. We did shoot. It's not the first time.
No. I think it's quite a party for us working together. I know what you mean. I get it completely. But this is like a holiday. It's great. We probably are better on set together and we understand each other. I guess it's a bond that you cannot really create it to that depth when a couple already is naturally there. That's the best part of our life actually now, that we work together.
And after all those years, you need someone to share something, you know. You need someone to scream and to... even the anger sometimes, you know.
Even if people, I've seen episode 1, but even in the trailer, people have seen, I think, Marianne's first outfit back. It looks like she's, you know, great shirt, great trousers, great shoes. Mm-hmm. Is that kind of an indication of a kind of shift for her? She's now business rather than...
Thank you for noticing that, actually. Yeah, that was the actual thinking behind it. This is a woman she's in a man's world, and she's going to match them. But there's also... It's very interesting you bring up costume, because as it progresses and things happen, her wardrobe gets worse. And and I made a decision... in an environment, I steal somebody's clothing. And I thought that would just see me through one scene. But the director liked it so much, he said, no, she has to keep that. And that was the worst decision I ever made. Because that cardigan followed me around for I think it was 3 episodes. And I was like, I just want to get rid of this bloody thing now. But yeah, it's actually a very good but disgusting cardigan, yeah.
A new life. He'd be a ghost.
Was there any kind of discussion ahead of season 2 about how you could kind of push things further and shake things up?
Yeah, for sure. And that was the intention, to do that, both those things. I kind of created what I called a Gangs of London World Bible, which was a sort of document carrying all of my thoughts, observations of season 1, the things that I thought worked and what we did, what we needed to preserve, action, ideas for action sequences, and almost like a notebook of initial ideas, and just wanted to preserve the sort of magic source of Gangs of London, which is this combination of family crime drama, emotionally driven characters, and outrageous sort of like roller coaster ride set pieces, and make sure that we could push them as far as we could.
One of the great things about Luan is his sense of fashion, even in the kind of grimmest circumstances. He's got a very nice suit on. Are you someone who likes the finer things in life? Were you impressed by his outfits?
It's always a nice taste of him, you know, about the things, and not in general about the clothes, you know, but he's a dreamer. He's an achiever so far, so he's got a nice taste on clothes as well. It's a show-off man. It's a showrunner, basically, you know. It's a big game player into the show, so definitely be nice clothes.
Chope, you immediately in season 2 they seem to have found an even a bigger person for you to fight. How much time do you get to spend with those other actors in those sequences, and what's it like working on those like with the other people?
Yeah, I suppose like because Big Z wasn't based in England,
Yeah.
we weren't able to start the entire like rehearsal process with him there. There was an element of I'll learn the choreography, he'll learn the choreography, and then as soon as we can, before we start shooting the scene, we'll try and match it together, make the pieces tessellate. But I think it's a lot about respect, you know, respect and care. If we know that we might potentially hurt one another, then we'll stop and we'll start again, and it's about practice as well.
I should add that Big Z, or his real name is Zydrunas, is also the strongest man in the world in real life. That's a fact.
Was that intimidating?
I knew he wasn't going to use his strength on me, or at least I thought he wasn't going to use his strength on me.
But he's just
but he is just a unit.
he's like a barrel made of steel, and we dropped him on Chope repeatedly for 2 days. Sorry about
It's
that.
okay.
Should say sorry every day from now on.